Today we're going to look at some statistical ideas which will be key later in this course, particularly when we look at parametric and non-parametric tests. So let's start with what probability distribution is and why we use it. We use it to compare our findings to a distribution of all possible outcomes, also known as a probability distribution. This allows us to see the likelihood of our findings occurring by chance. There are many distributions which can be used depending on the hypothesis. However, most commonly relied upon distribution in psychology is the normal distribution. This is shown best as the bell curve, with very few numbers at either end and the majority of data in the middle. Lots of data fits this, such as weight or scores on an IQ test. This line in the middle here shows the mean, median and mode, all of which are equal, and the data is symmetrical either side of this line. However, the data we find in research won't always be normally distributed. There are two main types of distortion from this normality: skewness and kurtosis. Let's begin with looking at skewness. Skewness is when the data isn't symmetrical around the mean. Essentially, the term skewness refers to how lopsided the bump in the middle of the distribution curve is, either here or here. There are two main types of skewness: negative and positive. It's important to get these the right way around, as a common mistake that students make is to assume that because it's skewed towards lower numbers, it's negative, and if it's skewed towards higher numbers here, it's positive. As you can see, this would be the wrong way around. So make sure you get this right, as it's a common mistake on tests. For both graphs, the median is in the middle of the bump, and if it's negatively skewed, as it is here, the mean will be dragged along the tail towards the left. And if it's positively skewed, the median will still be in the middle, but the mean will be dragged along here towards the right. If you don't have a graph, or if you're not sure if it's positive or negative, a quick way to find out that will give you a rough idea is to take the median away from the mean. If the results are negative, it suggests a negative skewness, and if the results are a positive number, that suggests a positive skewness. Kurtosis. This is very little you need to know for kurtosis, but simply that if it's platykurtic, it means the data on the graph is very flat and fat, and there isn't massive difference in the tails, as you can see here. If it's leptokurtic, it will be thin and pointed, and there'll be a big difference.